Welcome to the channel. I'm Stacy, and my goal here is to help you to play better and sound better in your worship services. Today we're going to go over the preset for the song God Did by Sons of Sunday. For the cover video, I used my full pedal board with my Boss CS3 into the Thorpe Effects Electric Lightning, which is a collaboration between Thorpe Effects and Chris Buck. It's a great overdrive pedal. A friend of mine loaned it to me and it sounds awesome. And then into the Euphoria, it's adding no gain. Just whatever mojo is in that pedal, it makes all the amps sound a lot better in my ears. In the Stomp, so I'm running that. And then in the Stomp, we have a simple pitch with a drop octave and a light mix. And then analog chorus, going into the two amps I'm using, a Super Reverb and a Tweed Deluxe. And then we're going into the effects loop that has the Jet Eternity delay set on the slap setting with the mix, repeats, and control all cranked all the way up. And then the filter cranked all the way down. And the filter affects how bright or dark your tone is. And so it's set at the brightest. And then the Revelation Reverb on the modulated setting. And then this one has, the mix is just enough that it's present. And then the decay is adjusted a couple of different ways for the different parts of the song. But it's just enough to give the delay a space to open up. And then the simple EQ to bump the holy mid-range. This one's a pretty straightforward edge of breakup amp tone for the verses. And then when we get into the choruses, we've got that bouncing reverb tank tone. And then we're kicking on the chorus and the octave drop as well. And it sounded to me like there was a baritone guitar somewhere in the mix on the recording, and so that's why I added that. The signal chain for the HX Stomp is the Deluxe comp into the simple pitch with that drop octave and low mix, and then the analog chorus into an heir apparent with two different drive settings, into an amp and cab block, and then we're going into a transistor tape delay set up to what I was able to accomplish on the Eternity, and then the dynamic hall reverb set up to what I was able to get done with the Revelation, and then a simple EQ to bump that holy mid-range. The Helix preset's very similar with the Deluxe comp into the simple pitch with the octave drop, into the analog chorus, into the heir apparent, and then we're hitting a volume pedal. From there, going into two super reverbs, each with their own cab, and then the transistor tape delay, the dynamic hall reverb, and the simple EQ to bump that holy mid-range. So for the snapshots, we have snapshot 1 for the beginning of the song. And that one is just good for the palm muting. I have a little bit of overdrive just to kind of tighten up the EQ frequency and give it a little bit more feel. And then snapshot 2 kicks on that dropped octave as well as the chorus, and then a little bit more reverb to get that bouncing reverb tank tone. And then snapshot 3 is for the bridges at the end, and we lose that octave, and there's a bit more reverb just to give more space for the cool parts we're playing there. I'll be running through it with the Custom Deluxe, with the Gretsch, and the PRS. All right, let's hear it. I love the amp settings on this one. This is my go-to tone, and it works for so many different styles of music. What's your go-to amp setup? Let us know in the comments. If you'd like the resources for this one, you can find them at a link in the description box below. There are a handful of downloads free for you in there as well. If you found this video helpful, subscribe and hit that like button for good measure. I hope you have a great week, and I'll see you in the next one.